Good evening, everyone. My name is Renee Francis, and the topic of my speech is Jamaica, the land of my birth. My audience today is my husband, Marlon Francis. Whenever I tell people that I am from Jamaica, I always know what their next response or question will be. So, do you know Bob Marley? Or what I would give to be on a Jamaican beach right now? And the most important one is always, can you cook Jamaican food? Bob Marley represents reggae music, white sand beaches represent tourism, and scrumptious tasty Jamaican food represents original Jamaican recipes. When one When you hear of reggae music, one automatically thinks of Bob Marley, who broke international waters for Jamaican reggae music. According to Pierre Scaruffi, in his book A History of Popular Music, reggae is identified as a ragged style of dance music, and its origins stem from historical conditions of both Jamaican slavery and colonialism by different nations. The music is principally concerned about truths and rights with legacies of colonialism. Today, the music industry employs 6,000 to 12,000 Jamaican people, most who are uneducated or no edu- uneducated or have little education. In fact, many people did not know that Bob Marley himself did not finish his education, and so music was his avenue out of poverty. According to Michael Witter, the author of Music and Jamaican Economy, many of the people in the music industry are poor. Their economic gain impacts their consumption spending on their large families, on houses and vehicles. Income generated in the Jamaican music industry finds its way into real estate, distribution of food, and other consumptions goods, into air and ground transportation, and back into the industry itself. The bulk of this income is generated overseas, and the Jamaican government uses reggae music to revitalize economic dying economy by attracting tourists to Jamaica. With beautiful white sand beaches, palm trees, tropical climate, and island hospitality, Jamaica stands out as the ideal island destination. According to Global Exchange, the Jamaican economy is heavily dependent on services of tourism. In fact, 25% of our jobs in Jamaica depend on jobs through tourism. And 10% of the gross domestic product is also dependent on tourism, which means 1 in every 10 Jamaican employed Jamaicans are in the tourism industry. When a tourist visits Jamaica, they bring their US currency in exchange for our currency to buy our goods or services. This currency, especially US and pounds, is highly valuable to Jamaica because they use it in foreign exchange and import. Tourism raises tax revenues, and it also creates jobs. The benefits also comes down to service providers of all kinds, such as restaurants promoting local cuisines and even the farmers who provide the fresh produce. Jamaican food is famous for its tasty, spicy flavors, and it is healthy because most of the foods are unprocessed. The spices, flavors, and foods are all grown on the island and is even packaged for export. Agriculture is central to the national growth and development process. It provides jobs for farmers and food for the locals. According to the Global Exchange, agriculture accounts for 6.6% of the gross domestic product. One of the greatest things about Jamaica is that the land provides its own food. So you see, Bob Marley, white sand beaches, and tasty unique food may seem simple to foreigners, but to Jamaicans, my people, it is our avenue out of poverty, journey to employment, and guaranteed income. So next time you meet a Jamaican and think to ask about Bob Marley, white sand beaches, or scrumptious food, you will understand why your question flatters us. Thank you, everyone.